Okay, let's draw. First, we draw a cloud. You may not draw this because this is an example on how we get to the silhouette or the shape of a forest. A forest is made of many trees, you know. Then we don't see every single tree or every single detail, but we may instead we may draw a forest in the distance like this, with this shape. Okay, is from this to this. Okay, we have the up part of the forest. Now, the trunk. How we draw trunks? There are many ways, but these are the easiest ways to draw the trunks of your trees, like letters, like Y, V, I, etc. As you may see, or just making combinations of these letters. Okay, let's draw a complete forest, and you see what I'm trying to say, because I'm really trying to say this. Okay, let's draw the shape of the forest like this, like we made before, with tiny curves. Okay, now let's draw the soil. Okay, the floor with these kind of strokes. We draw in tiny strokes with a pencil this. Okay, now we have the soil, the floor, and the leaves. Now we draw the trunks in this way, like we see before. Okay, one more, and we continue until we have as many trunks as we want to have. You may make several combinations as you wish to make other kind of forest. There are many ways to do this, and there are many kinds of types or forests, because not every tree is the same. Okay. Now we draw very softly the shadow of the trees. So we make a negative drawing of the trunks, and they appear that go out of the paper. Okay, let's continue like this. As you see, I'm using just one pencil. In this case, is an HB pencil. Okay, but you may use whatever your pencil have, because this is only the way to draw this, and you may refine and make it in your own way. Okay, the shadows here is strongest. Okay, this part gets less light because it is in the shadow. Okay, now, but you may decide this, because maybe another hour of the day, etc. The sun may be at the left or to the right, and you may draw the shadows just to the opposite where the light is, this opposite side. Really stronger. And now we have a forest, a just very easy and simple forest. But we can make this best. We can make this easiest but realistic. You see why I am trying to say. With just trunks, we may draw them just with this, with several pencil strokes, like this, and you have, because they are very far. You don't see details. They are very far. Okay. Now, the floor equal with some widths. Okay, and now we can refine this and make this more realistic. How? Giving it deepness. Okay, like this. So we can see now some of the trees separated with lines, but now we are going to separate them and in a better way with shadows. The trees that are farthest from us must appear darker, and the trees that are closest to us must appear lighter, because every dark shadow in the paper appears to go away from us. Okay, it's a trick of a drawing trick, and it is using in painting too. Dark tones recede from us. Okay, as you see, this forest is a little more realistic, but not too complicated, because we are trying to do this as easy as possible. Okay, with tiny cycles I make these leaves. Okay, now let's think that you need to make a forest in perspective, okay, or a park, for example, in perspective, with a vanishing point. From the vanishing point, we imagine like the leaves form a line, as we draw at the same way as we draw in perspective drawings, but with little curves. Trees cannot be straight. They have leaves and they have forms. Okay. Now, trees that are closest to us are bigger, and they are smaller and smaller as they go to the vanishing point, as you can see. I hope you understand me. Okay, my English is a little rusty today. Okay, let's do this for the trunks. And now we have a forest in perspective. We just can give it some shadows, and you may refine this drawing as much as you wish, and with other silhouettes or shapes of trees. I'm imagining that the sun is above and to the left from I see the forest, so the shadows are down and to the right side. Okay, always the shadows are opposite to the light source. Sorry. Okay, now again, and repeat this with every single tree, and in the other side we repeat, but remembering the shadows are, in this case, at the right side of the trees of our drawings. Okay. This only can change in the case we have several light sources, but in this case the only light source is the sun, so all shadows go to the same side. Now give some shadows in the floor, the soil. Okay, is soil or floor? What's more correct? I don't know. I'll look at Google Translator. Okay, some shadows, and as you see, we have a draw very easy in just 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes, 3 ways to draw a forest. You may go from this to every shape and more complicated and more refined, and this is your point, your start point to draw nature. Okay, you may draw trees and other details, etc. Okay, if you haven't done yet, remember to subscribe and smash the like button. Okay, 3 ways to draw a forest. Like, and see you next week.